Lessons learned from an eager beaver to supersize your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. It says Betsy the Beaver. It's actually a puppet I did my very first live video with. That's how you get over the fear of doing videos sometimes. Is you use silly props. This is a little beaver. Its name really isn't Betsy, and I feel bad that I named it Betsy because that's my youngest sister's name, and she was quite offended. But B, Beaver, both start, Betsy, all start with B. So anyway, I'm going to talk about today the idiom eager beaver. Now, eager beaver, it originated, it's not that old, it originated in the mid 1940s, peaked in the 1950s, probably the mid 1950s, and it's been around my whole life since I was born in the 60s, by the way, but it has been around my entire life, and it means, of course, a person that's full of energy and hardworking and industrious, and it was linked to the industriousness of the beaver back in the 40s and 50s. And I found a really fun article about 10 lessons learned from your local beaver, or 10 lessons that you can learn from a beaver. And I'm going to grab my magnifying glass and read it because I thought it was a fun lesson. And they're lessons that we can apply to supersizing and growing our business. They're things that we can learn and we can think about today. How would this help me in growing and building and supersizing my business? So the first thing is, eat fish as often as you can. Well, if you keep yourself healthy and strong, then that will make it easier to build and grow and supersize your business. Build something that will last. When it's time to leave home, explore an uncharted path. Be committed to your local environment. That's a good one. If you live near the water, swim as often as you can. Take pride in the fact that you built it yourself. That's a good one that we can learn and apply to our businesses. Make sure your coat will keep you warm and dry even when it's wet and cold outside. Don't sweat oh, this, I like this one. Don't sweat that you have a flat behind because it'll get the job done. I like that one. That might be my favorite one on the list. Not that it has anything to do with our business, except that it doesn't matter what you look like. You can grow and build and supersize a business and create whatever it is you want in the world. It's got nothing to do with your appearance or your inherent characteristics. It's how resourceful are you. It'll get the job done. Where someone sees sticks and mud, dream of a castle by the waterfront. So those are 10 things that we can learn from a beaver, and we can use and apply those lessons to building and growing and supersizing our business. So have an absolutely amazing day. Love to know if you've heard the expression or ever been called an eager beaver. I've definitely been called an eager beaver, and it can be meant in a positive way, and it can be meant like anything else in a derogatory way too. Usually by people that aren't doing what they know they're capable of. They'll call you an eager beaver, or they'll think that you have too much energy or too much enthusiasm. But just go with what feels right to you, and you'll never be led astray. At least, not usually. All right, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to grow and supersize your business?